Ever wondered how a seemingly ordinary errand could turn into a chilling 48-year-old cold case? In the heart of Los Angeles, on September the 29th, 1968, a young woman named Wendy Halison embarked on a seemingly routine errand. Little did she know that this journey would tragically end her life and create a mystery that would haunt investigators for 48 long years. Wendy's lifeless body lay in the trunk, just a few blocks away from where she was last seen. The mystery of her murder remained unsolved for nearly 5 decades until an unexpected breakthrough occurred. Detectives finally discovered the truth about what happened to Wendy and who was responsible. Now, you might be wondering what dark secrets and hidden motives led to Wendy's tragic end. Who was responsible for this heinous crime? And how did the authorities finally solve the case after all these years? We'll explore the details of this case, revealing the dark secrets and hidden motives behind Wendy's tragic end. A 48-year-old cold case finally solved. Wendy Halison, born on August the 24th, 1946, was an art student with a passion for life. Growing up with her older sister Linda in a loving family, she enjoyed painting and playing the piano. Wendy's sociable nature and infectious smile endeared her to all who knew her. In 1968, at the age of 22, she pursued her dreams as an art student at San Fernando Valley State College. Life seemed perfect for Wendy. She lived with her parents, enjoyed the warmth of her family, and had a loyal poodle named Pierre. But then, an unexpected turn of events shattered this idyllic existence. Imagine yourself living a life like Wendy's. You're surrounded by the love of your family, sharing your days with loyal people, and everything feels just perfect. But then, picture an unexpected turn of events that shatters your existence, leaving everyone around you in shock and disbelief. It was September 29th, 1968, a day that started just like any other. Wendy, in her trusty green Ford Thunderbird, embarked on what seemed like a routine errand. She drove down Fairfax Avenue, making a quick stop at a store to buy a hairdryer. After picking up her purchase, she headed to a nearby gas station to fill up her car's tank. However, little did she know that this ordinary day would take a tragic turn, changing her life forever. As the night fell and Wendy didn't come back home, a deep sense of worry started to grip her family's hearts. Wendy's sister Linda, who had chosen not to go with her that day, was filled with remorse for her decision. Wendy's mother, Kathleen, decided to do something about it. She made a call to the police to let them know that her daughter was missing. However, the authorities told her that they couldn't start a missing persons case so soon. Despite this initial difficulty, Wendy's family didn't give up. They came together and formed a search party. Linda's husband, Gil, who is a private investigator, took charge of the mission. They even used a helicopter to search from the sky. Their efforts eventually brought them to Wendy's Thunderbird, which was parked on Fairfax Avenue. With trembling hands, Gil opened the trunk and made a heartbreaking discovery: Wendy's lifeless body. The investigation shifted its focus onto 4 men who had close connections to Wendy: her boyfriend, an ex-boyfriend, a mysterious friend, and her brother-in-law, Gil. The spotlight of suspicion was particularly bright on her boyfriend, who didn't pass a lie detector test. But there wasn't any solid proof connecting him to her tragic death. The investigations dug deeper into the lives of these 4 men, inspecting their every move and their relationships with Wendy. They carefully examined their alibis, interviewed friends and acquaintances, and combed through phone records in search of any leads that could crack the case wide open. Despite the intense scrutiny, no concrete evidence emerged that could definitively link any of them to Wendy's heartbreaking murder. As the days stretched into weeks, the weeks into months, and the months into years, Wendy's case seemed to grow colder. Her family's world, on the other hand, remained trapped in a never-ending nightmare. Lee, Wendy's father, became a familiar face at the police station, where he continued to visit regularly, his determination unwavering, hoping for any new information that could potentially breathe life into the cold case. In 1998, a criminalist named Harry Clan Jr. and Detective Frank Bolin reopened Wendy's case, which had remained unsolved for 3 long decades. With the advent of cutting-edge DNA analysis techniques, they embarked on a quest to unearth new clues that could finally bring justice to Wendy's memory. Their meticulous examination of the evidence led them to a breakthrough. A minuscule yet vital DNA sample was discovered on Wendy's clothing. This discovery injected fresh hope into the case that had haunted Wendy's family for years, and it marked the beginning of a renewed effort to solve this horrific mystery surrounding her death. Fast forward to 2016. In a concerted effort, a team comprising Harry Clan, Richard Branxton, and Peter Burnham united their expertise. They embarked on a deep dive into the unsettling criminal past of Edwin Dean Richardson, a man with a lengthy history of criminal activities, including a deeply disturbing murder. With advancements in DNA analysis, they made a crucial discovery. Edwin's DNA was successfully matched with the evidence in Wendy's case, marking a long-awaited breakthrough in this decades-old mystery. Finally, there was a significant step towards uncovering the truth and bringing closure to Wendy's family. The detectives started looking into Edwin Dean Richardson's past, and what they found was troubling. Edwin had a long history of trouble going back to his childhood. He was constantly moving from place to place, doing odd jobs, and leaving behind a trail of mischief. Their investigation went deeper, revealing a significant event in 1960 that cast a dark shadow over Edwin's history. He had been convicted of attempted robbery and kidnapping in San Diego, resulting in an 8-year prison sentence. However, fate intervened in April 1968 when Edwin was released on parole, offering him a taste of freedom. Little did anyone suspect that this newfound liberty would become connected to the tragic events surrounding Wendy's case just 5 months later. Edwin's criminal activities didn't stop after his release from prison. He cruelly killed a 21-year-old woman named Joanna Bowner in the late 1970s, and it took over 3 years of relentless pursuit by Sheriff Tom McCord to catch him. In 1981, Edwin was imprisoned in Ohio for Joanna's murder, but his crimes didn't end there. He was also convicted of kidnapping 2 girls in West Virginia, solidifying his reputation as a heartless predator. Fast forward to 2006. Advancements in DNA technology revealed Edwin's crimes once again. His DNA was matched to a cold case murder in Orange County. Despite being in prison, Edwin was transported to California to face trial for the vicious assault and death of a 23-year-old woman named Marla Jean Haas in 1972. During his trial, Edwin, now 70 years old and suffering from emphysema, showed no remorse. He was handed a life sentence, ensuring he would spend the rest of his life behind bars. As they uncovered more about Edwin's heinous acts, a disturbing pattern emerged. His victims all shared similarities. They were young, attractive brunettes who were alone when they were abducted. Edwin seemed to target women who were about to enter their cars, using some type of weapon to force them into the passenger seat. Each woman was abused, strangled, and their cars were abandoned. Detectives couldn't help but wonder how many other victims might have fallen prey to this twisted individual, and the chilling realization was that there might be countless unknown victims out there. However, there was a significant twist in the story. Edwin had already passed away in 2013 at the age of 77 behind prison walls, leaving detectives facing an even more challenging puzzle. Despite this setback, they persevered and shifted their focus to a blood sample that had been collected during the Orange County investigation. Their determination paid off as they successfully linked this crucial piece of evidence to Edwin. This unexpected breakthrough was a critical step in solving the mystery surrounding Wendy's tragic case. After enduring decades of uncertainty and heartache, Wendy's family were on the verge of finally discovering the identity of the person who had taken away their beloved Wendy. The mix of emotions swirling within them was overwhelming. Relief washed over them, but the pain of loss still lingered as they prepared to unravel the long-held mystery surrounding the one they had held so close to their hearts. Edwin's horrifying pattern of selecting young, attractive brunettes who were by themselves when he abducted them sent a wave of fear through everyone who heard of it. People couldn't help but feel a profound sense of dread as they considered the possibility that there might be numerous other victims of this deeply disturbed individual lurking in the shadows, waiting for justice to catch up to them. In August 2017, Linda, Wendy's sister, made a solemn visit to the police station, adorned with her late sister's necklace. Detectives carefully presented her with items they had recovered from Wendy's car, items that had aged but still held the weight of a painful past. At long last, Wendy's family found the closure they had been yearning for, bringing an end to their agonizing journey. As we close this chapter on Wendy's case, haunting questions linger in our minds. What compelled Edwin Dean Richardson to commit such dreadful acts? What darkness shrouded his thoughts, causing him to disregard the sanctity of human life? Even though justice has been done, the pain and reminders of this terrible ordeal remain. It's a sad reminder that even in the busiest and happiest cities, there can be darkness hidden away, waiting to surface and harm innocent lives.